Welcome back. We've had so much fun showing you various holiday cookie recipes thanks to our friends at Meijer. So a big shout out to our associate producer Lindsay for making all of them. But now it was my turn to put on the apron and hop into the Meijer test kitchen for one final batch. Now, as you do your daily grocery shopping, maybe you don't quite think how those products got there to begin with, but a lot of it does come out of a test kitchen, simply like the one they have here at Meijer. I'm here with Chef Chad. Hi, Chef Chad.
Hi, how's it going?
Great. And so these are kind of new digs for you guys, but the test kitchen thing for Meijer is an old school thing.
It is. Yep, we've had it for about 6 or 7 years, and now we've moved back to our corporate campus, so we're with all of the rest of our employees, and we can get them down here to taste all of our food for us.
Explain how that process goes from getting it from the test kitchen onto the shelf. And is it just things that has the Meijer logo on it, right?
Yes, so myself and my co-chef here, Brian, we actually work in Meijer Fresh. So deli salads and sour cream, yogurt, all those things go through like an extensive testing phase, a sensory evaluation even, where we're constantly reformulating, taste testing, making sure we have the best product, and then it finally goes to our manufacturing facilities and it ends up on your shelf.
You guys take that pretty personal, don't you, if someone doesn't like your stuff?
It happens sometimes, sure, but we're pretty proud of most of the things that we do.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, baking is something that people love to turn to Meijer to get all the great ingredients for. And so what is it we're going to be making here today?
So we are going to make some Mexican hot chocolate cookies.
Ooh, those sound low sugar, low fat, low calories.
Exactly. Really healthy for you. No, but actually, if you go and you pick up our Meijer milk chocolate, the recipe's right on the back of the package as well. So it's really, really simple.
Did you come up with this recipe?
I did. So that's another thing we do here at the test kitchen is we do recipe development.
Fantastic.
So,
okay.
pretty fun.
So Meijer milk chocolate chips.
Absolutely. So if you want to help me out here, I'm going to let you open these butters right into the pot here.
So 2 sticks of Meijer butter.
Meijer butter, of course. All of our ingredients. We're going to do 1.5 cups of sugar.
Okay.
So we've got our 2 sticks of butter. I'll let you scoop those out.
1.5 cups?
Yep, so 3 of those total.
3 total. 1, 2. So you only have to count to 3 so far.
That's it. We're making this as easy as possible. Now we're going to go into our KitchenAid mixer.
Oh, this looks fun.
If you don't have one of these at home, you can use kind of the old school mixer my grandma used to use to make cookies.
Well, this is where you can get the kids involved too, right? They can get in there and get a little.
It's so much fun for kids.
Yeah.
My niece loves this too. So we're going to start slow. So since this is room temperature butter, it's going to mix together with that sugar and it's going to cream. And that means it's just going to become a homogeneous mixture.
Okay.
It's going to look nice and smooth. 2 eggs. Now you can see our butter and our sugar are nice and light and fluffy. So now we're getting a little more loose. It's a little yellow now. Our eggs incorporated. Egg number 2. And after a few seconds, that'll come right back together. All right, now that we're nice and cream smooth, we're just going to do a little vanilla. Since we're having fun, we don't really need to measure. Just do about a teaspoon, tablespoon.
Sometimes I use how much is a cap, do you know?
That's probably about a teaspoon.
Okay,
Yeah,
sometimes
let's
I
use
do
the
that.
cap. And now once that's together, that's our wet ingredients.
Okay.
And anytime you're baking as well, you're going to do dry ingredients separate from your wet.
Okay.
And then you'll combine them at the end. Just regular all-purpose flour, 2 cups. We're going to do 2/3 cup of cocoa powder. And now, to make it Mexican hot chocolate, the 2 standard flavors for that would be cinnamon and cayenne, but instead of cayenne, we're going to do a little smoked chipotle.
Ooh,
So this
I like
is
that.
kind of becoming more of an adult cookie.
Yes.
But again, it's going to taste really, really good. I'll let you decide how spicy you want this.
How spicy is this?
It's pretty spicy. Perfect.
Good?
Yep, that's great.
No idea what this is going to taste like.
And then the last 2 things, we will just do 2 teaspoons. So 2 of those blue ones of baking soda. And then anytime you bake, you just want a little pinch of salt as well. We don't need to measure. We'll just whisk that up until it gets nice and evenly mixed there. Beautiful. Now that we have our wet and our dry, now we're just going to combine them. So we're just going to go very slow to start. And we're just looking for it to be kind of mixed together, maybe a couple streaks of dry flour, that's fine. And we'll add our last ingredient, an entire bag of chocolate chips.
Yes.
And then we'll just scoop, full scoop. You can kind of do a heaping scoop, and then just drop it right into my hands. If you want it to be perfect, we'll give it a little roll. And since these have cocoa powder, they're kind of a thicker cookie dough, so I just give them a little push. So we're almost making just a little dollop. And then the last thing I like to do anytime I bake with chocolate is I like to take a little sea salt.
Oh, yeah.
And this is that nice big flaky stuff. And we just drop a little bit on top.
It's like a little snow
It's like
landed
little
on your
snow,
cookie.
it's like snowflakes. It's perfect, right?
Yes. And what did we preheat the oven to?
350 degrees.
350?
And these will take about 10 to 12 minutes.
Oh, not bad at all. Oh my gosh.
And that's it. We'll throw them in.
Well, after waiting about 10 to 12 minutes, we do have the final product here, and we have more helpers here in the kitchen with us. We have associate producer Lindsay along with Chef Brian. Hi guys, how are you?
Great, how are you?
What do you think about how they turned out?
Well, they look delicious. I can't wait to sink my teeth into one of these.
These are great.
But they're not completely done yet, right?
They're not completely done yet, so this is the final step that we're gonna do for this. And if you're doing this with the kids, this is where the kids go watch cartoons or do something else.
Yeah.
This is the adult part of this. So what I'm gonna ask you to do is, this lives underneath my sink. You probably have the exact same thing underneath
You know
your
it,
sink
yeah,
in the house.
absolutely.
I'm more of the fire extinguisher, but whatever, close enough.
Also very handy, you should have one of those as well. So what we are gonna do to finish these off is take a nice big marshmallow, and what we're gonna do, just kind of smash it flat a little bit. We're gonna put it right back on there. And while I'm doing that, if you want to do the fun part, so you wanna hold this about 6 to 8 inches away. It's just click and go.
Okay.
And slowly toast.
Since Lindsay's the one that always puts the fire under our bottoms at work, Todd knows exactly what I'm talking about. Lindsay, I'm gonna give you the honor.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Ann. Todd, better watch your back.
Watch my hairspray.
Here we go.
I really need to get one of these things.
Absolutely. Good for plumbing, good for baking.
Okay, you're gonna start burning. Oh, you were on the burn.
Yeah.
Okay, is that enough, or do I need to do it
Keep
some
going
more?
just a little bit more. Yep. Oh, perfect.
That is a
Beautiful.
good
There
looking
we
one
go.
right
Look
there.
at that. That is a beautiful.
Set on top of some ice cream, warm like that.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So this is all great and fun and exciting, but if I don't happen to have a torch at home, is there any other way I can get these results?
There absolutely is. So they also sell basic home model blow torches in Meijer. So right now where the rest of our cooking stuff is, or put them under a high heat broiler, about 30 seconds or so. But don't walk away from your oven when you've got them underneath the broiler.
I would say.
You can get the exact same result that way.
Well,
Then
this-
you might need the fire extinguisher.
For sure. Like I said, we always keep that handy. All right. Well, thank you so much to Chad and Brian and Lindsay for not burning the place down in
You're
their new
welcome.
test kitchen here at Meijer. Time to eat, guys. What
Time
do you
to
say?
eat.
Right,
Agreed.
Yeah,
perfect. Dig
cheers.
in.
Those
Beautiful.
were delicious.